Hi, friends. Dr. Joe here. I hope you all are doing great and welcome to this video. All you need is one trading strategy. Yes, one trading strategy to become a successful trader. Now, I know a lot of gurus around the world in YouTube channel say that we will teach you 10 trading strategies, 15 trading strategies. That's great. But what happens in this process is every single trader get confused. Everybody think that I will use 3 trading strategies, I will use 4 trading strategies so that I have more options. I'm always there in the market. So immature traders say that I will use both trending trading strategies also and sideways market trading strategies also. But what happens is this keeps confusing your mind because in the real world, when you have multiple options, you try multiple options, you don't lose money over there. You lose your time, you lose your efforts. But in trading, where you have limited equity, every time you change your strategy and you hit a stop loss, you're losing money. And when you lose money, you're losing your confidence. And when you lose your confidence, you lose your patience. And then what happens? Impulsive trading starts. And then you lose all your equity. And then you say that trading is gambling. So, what is more important is rather than going through this entire process as a new trader or as a trader who have not got success till now, you have to just do one thing, focus on one trading strategy. Now, before you focus on that one trading strategy, you should have a logical reason why you want to go for that trading strategy. Now, as a trader, you must understand that the market has 3 types of trends. There is an uptrend, there is a sideways trend, there is a downtrend. So, 3 types of trends are there in the markets. Uptrend, around 25 to 30% of the time, the market is in uptrend. Downtrend, around 25 to 30% of the time, the market is in downtrend. So, both these are called as trending markets. And then you have the sideways market, whatever is the remaining time, say around 40% of the time. So now, as a trader, you have to decide what do you want to choose? Do you want to go with the sideways market where you will trade purely on support and resistance? Or you will go with the trending market where you will look at the trend and then look for support and resistance. That means if you're looking at an uptrend, you will look at an area where the resistance is getting converted to support. And if you're looking at a downtrend, you will look for an area where the support is getting converted into a resistance, and then you will trade. So I felt that 60% of the time the market is trending. So let's go with the 60% of the time, which is more than 50%. You must understand that trading is a game of probabilities. So in trading, there is nothing certain. You can do everything right and still your trade can hit stop loss. So that is why you must try and enter only in an A++ trading setup. The second important thing, this A++ trading setup should be so simple that you should be able to recognize it immediately without going through any challenges. Now, another important thing is the availability of time and availability of resources. I always keep telling this. If you have time, you can go and trade in a shorter time frame. But if you don't have time, then you have to trade in a higher time frame. When I say shorter time frame, it's a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart. These are for traders who have time to sit in front of the computer and watch the price movements. We call them scalpers and intraday traders. The other is swing trading, where you don't have to be in front of the screen every time. Once in 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whenever you get time, you can come in front of the screen, check what is happening, and if the setup is ready, you can enter a trade. So number one is the availability of time or screen time. Second is availability of funds. If you want to become an intraday trader or a scalper, you need to have enough funds with you. Because since you're spending all the time in front of the computer, you cannot go and work. And since you cannot go and work, you need to earn enough money by doing scalping and intraday trading. So you need to have good amount of funds. But if you're doing swing trading, you can work at the same time, focus on swing trading. Now in trading, another important thing is one good setup is more than enough to make you a profitable trader. So don't keep going for different kind of setups. Focus on one setup. And that setup can be something that you understand the best. As a trader, you need to understand. You need to know that it's happening. You need to see that your setup is getting built. It's a step by step process. It is not that you look at the computer, oh, let me enter here. Oh, let me exit here. No. People who do impulsive trading always end up losing their equity. You have to plan your trade and then execute the trade as per your plan. It's a step by step approach. The lesser you trade and you look for A setup, you will become a successful trader. Now, let me show you a very, very simple trading strategy. You can have a look at the screen. You see that this is a 1 hour setup of a Euro USD chart. You can see how clean the screen is. There is nothing on the screen. You can see a candlestick chart, and right now there is a live trade going on. And then at the bottom, you can see a histogram. It is basically a TMA indicator. Now, what is a TMA indicator? The full form of the TMA indicator is triangular moving average. It is a technical analysis tool used by traders to smooth out price data and identify trends by giving more weightage to the middle prices in a data set. So, like you can see on the screen, because I do not want to see any distractions while I'm looking at the price, I do not put moving average also. I keep it aside. And then the TMA tells me whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Once the TMA confirms that the trend is down, then what I'm looking for is support zones which can get converted into resistance zones. So then I wait for the opportunity. Like you can see over here very, very clearly that the TMA has already given me a bearish direction. Then I wait for the price to come to an area which was earlier a support and now has become a resistance. And over there, when I see one red candle which is coming down, I immediately put a sell on the first candle itself. Now you might ask me, why, sir, on the first candle? Because the TMA has already told me that the trend is bearish. So when I know that the trend is bearish, the price has reached a zone where earlier it was a support, now it's a resistance. There is more chances that the price can continue going down from here. Again, remember, it's a probability, but still the chances are very, very high. So I enter a sell, and you see how magical this is. Currently, when I'm discussing with you, this particular chart or this particular move has given me 1:10 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, 1:10. Isn't it amazing? Here I'm just putting the pricing also, so you can understand that this is not a dummy trade, it's an actual trade. So you can see that it's a winning trade. Now this is a A++ setup for me. Now before this trade, I have taken 3 more trades on the same chart from 13th October till the end of October. So you can see over here, when the trend was bullish, around 13th October, 14th October, I took a trade in the bullish direction. That trade gave me a return of 1:2. Because what I do is when the price makes a new support, I keep my stop loss below that support. So in the first trade, I got 1:2 risk to reward. In the second trade, similarly, I got 1:2 risk to reward. Same thing when I see a new high, because it's a bearish trade. When I see a new high, and when the price keeps going down from there, I bring my stop loss lower. And the third trade, I did not get any profit. It was almost break even. When the first trade, I got 1:2, second trade, I got 1:2, in the third trade, I did not make anything. And in the fourth trade, I got almost 1:10. Probably when I exit, I might get more, or sometime I might get less also. But that doesn't matter. What is more important is over a period of 100 trades, my average winners will give me 4 to 5% profit, and my losers will take away 1%. I will have around 60 to 70% of winning trades, and 30 to 40% I will continue losing, even after having a A++ setup. But that is still okay. In a month, if I make 4 to 5%, I am very, very happy. Because 4 to 5%, say 5%, into 12 months is 60% annually. And once in a while, you get such good bumper trends. And because of those bumper trends, sometimes you make massive profits. You might double your account also in a year. But you need to maintain your discipline. There might be months where you might go negative also. Sometimes you take 10 trades and 7 or 8 trades goes in loss. But if you change your strategy at that time, then you are never going to become a successful trader. When you go in continuous losses, that's when you have to believe that no, this setup is a good setup and I can win using this setup. And why do you believe it? Because number one, you have understood the market. You have understood that particular financial instrument. It can be gold, it can be silver, it can be currency, it can be crude, it can be Bitcoin. Stocks is a little bit different. But when we're talking about commodity, currency, you need to understand the financial instrument by its movements. What impact does news have on it? What is the maximum impact does news have on it? And when you study that financial instrument in and out, you know exactly what you're doing over there. And that is what makes you believe that when you are entering into a A++ setup, the chances of winning is more than 60%. And that's more than enough to make you a successful trader. And let me tell you one thing, friends. All these things doesn't happen overnight. You need to watch the markets. You need to learn from the markets. You need to have a lot of practice. You need to practice in the markets. You need to have a lot of patience and you need to be persistent in the market. All these things put together, along with risk management, will keep you going in the market. And as you keep going, you keep learning. You understand your minor mistakes and you learn from that. And as you go ahead, you start becoming a successful trader. To become a successful trader, you have to be there in the market. That's very, very important. Well, friends, if you like the way I'm creating these videos, kindly like and share these videos. So that like you, there might be many others who would like to learn trading, who are still confused between trading and investing. These small videos will surely help them to become a better trader from what they are today. Friends, if you think that you want to comment something on my video, you are free to do that too. I do read the comments, and if I love your comments, I do reply to them also. Friends, if you're still not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and click on that bell icon. Because every time I see a new subscriber, it motivates me to create more such videos for you. And friends, before I sign out from this video, I want to tell the golden words. Keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better every single day. That's all in this video, friends. Thank you. Namaskar.